Hello and welcome back, audience. My name is MassiveBrad and welcome back to my FIFA 19 Southampton career mode. Now, before we get into today's episode, I just want to say a huge big thank you for love and support on the channel. And as always, guys, at the start of today's episode, we're going to look at the 4 games that lie ahead. We've got Manchester United away from home in the Premier League. We've then got Brighton also away from home in the Premier League to finish off the month of March. We then move into the month of April, where we face off against Watford in the Premier League, also away from home. So 3 away games on the bounce. And then to finish off today's episode, we're at St Mary's Stadium and we're taking on Liverpool. Very, very couple of difficult games in today's episode. Of course, from that, we're going to be playing United, simulating Brighton, simulating Watford, and of course, playing Liverpool. So we've got a few difficult games ahead, especially the Manchester United and Liverpool one. That's exactly why I'm looking to play them too. Over the last couple of episodes, the EA gods haven't been too kind to us. Obviously, in the last episode, we really got hit hard by the EA gods. Played our first 2 games. Thought we were simulating Fulham and I think it was Watford. Things got changed round. A game against Chelsea in the quarterfinals of the FA Cup got thrown in there. And we lost and got knocked out because unfortunately I'd already played the 2 games, which means I couldn't have played the Chelsea game. We had to simulate it and we sadly lost. But if the EA gods aren't going to be on our side today, I have got a bit of good news, guys. You are watching this video right now. Episode 12 was recorded on my brand new recording device. So I am keeping my fingers, my toes, my eyes, my legs, my arms crossed that you have got clear, crisp audio, and the gameplay is going to have no problems. That's what I'm hoping for. I won't know whether this is perfect until I edit it. So I'm sat down to record now. I'm going to record for an hour and 20, an hour and a half, and then I'm going to look to edit this tomorrow. And until I sit down tomorrow, I will have no idea what the outcome of this video is. But keep your guys' fingers crossed that this is nice and smooth, nice and clear, and nice and crisp. Because if we've done it, it means it was the old recording device, the new recording device is working, and we're ready to grind out some FIFA 20 with clear, crisp gameplay and audio. But up next, we've got Manchester United. Never going to be an easy game. We're also away from home. We're travelling to the Old Trafford Stadium. I think personally we've been playing great football against some of the top 6. I think the likes of Chelsea, when we've played Chelsea, okay, the simulated games we're going to kind of turn our head at. They're not going too great right now. But when we've played Spurs and Liverpool and City and Chelsea and Arsenal, we've really turned up. We've really played some great football. And the majority of the times, we get the 3 points and the win out of it, which is the most important thing realistically. For the Saints fans, for you guys at home, we want to be winning games. We're just slacking a little bit when it comes to simulating them. I think if some of the simulated games had gone our way and we'd have got a few more wins when we drew and a few more draws when we lost, we'd certainly be challenging right now Spurs at the top of the Premier League. That's not the case right now. But I'm going to keep my fingers crossed. We've got the good news of the new recording device. The EA god's going to be kind to us because we've got a new device and let us have those 2 wins against Watford and Brighton when we simulate them. Probably not, because EA, of course, want to give us a challenge and test my managerial skills and certainly put them to the test. But we will do our best in today's episode. We've been a little bit flat in those simulated games. We're doing great when we actually play the games. A little bit flat in the simulated games. Hopefully, we can change that up in today's episode. But the lineup we are putting out against Manchester United, we've had to rotate it quite a bit because we only just played Chelsea a few days ago. You can see that Josh Sims, who didn't even play in that game, is unfortunately not fully fit. And Angus Gunn between the sticks, who did play in that game, is also not fully fit. So the whole team's had a big rotated team put in there. Hopefully, still going to be able to do a job against Manchester United. But we've got Lautaro Martinez and Danny Ings up top in the striker positions. Redmond, Armstrong, Lamina and Josh Sims in the midfield. Taylor, Yoshida, Stevens and Mailer at the back, with Angus Gunn between the sticks. Let's travel to Old Trafford. Let's hope that we will be bringing these 3 points back down to the south of England and hopefully bag another win and get today's episode off to a great start. We didn't travel to Old Trafford just to get a win. We came here to take over. We've played some of the best teams in the Premier League. And in the 70th, 80th minute, we've heard boos from their own fans because we've turned up and absolutely killed them off. We had it against Spurs when we played them and beat them 3-1. At half-time, they were getting booed. Pochettino ended up taking Harry Kane off in the 60th minute and thought, enough's enough. We're not going to be able to pull this back. We currently sit 10 points behind Liverpool with a game in hand, so we can close that down to 7 points. I think today's episode, especially because it's episode 12, I think we've only got... I think we go to episode 14 from what I remember. Wow, they got Mario Götze. United have got Mario Götze at the club. But as I was saying, this is episode 12. I think we've got episode 13. We've then got episode 14. I think either 14 or 15 is our last episode. So we have not got too long to go. There's Mario Götze wearing the number 9 from Manchester United. But as Mario Götze looks to get us kicked off in this first half period, let's get it underway. And let's take on Manchester United. Inside again to Mario Lemina. Lemina through now to Danny Ings, who's going to lay it off now to Lautaro Martinez. Going to poke it round now to Josh Sims, who's looking at getting in behind. Got Danny Ings here. Nice little ball in for Danny Ings in the middle. It's 1-0. Well, our first attack, Manchester United have really been the dominant team in those first 10 minutes. Passing well. They've been a little bit greedy. I've noticed a few plays which I'm certainly going to look at closing down. The likes of Pogba, Lingard, Matic. Constantly getting the ball and trying to run with it. And that's where we'll close them down and take it off them. And look at getting a counter-attack and going. But Danny Ings climbs above Harry Maguire there, heads home and beats David De Gea, the Spanish man between the sticks. It was a fairly easy goal. Great ball in there from Josh Sims, who's been absolutely fabulous this season. When he's coming in to take over from Genipo, whether Genipo is not fully fit or he's coming on as a sub, Josh Sims has actually been the man, and Danny Ings picks up his 3rd Premier League goal. He's certainly got his scoring boots on now. He didn't towards the first half of the season, but he certainly upped his game in the last few episodes. Let's mark up. Matic, back to O'Connor. Mario Götze into Lingard. Nicely done there. Now Taylor going to play this out to Redmond. That would have been good if we could have got that ball up to Josh Sims. Here's Matic. Putting it down to Mario Götze now. We're going to have to battle for it. Mario Götze cuts back. Is he going to be able to put the ball in? He has done. Oh, Sidney's there. Ah, it was unlucky. Greg Taylor, he's certainly not the tallest of players. I think I pronounced his name incorrectly. Sorry there, guys. Call him Sidby. I think it's Sidby. I think that's how you pronounce his name. But a great ball in there. Greg Taylor. In fact, it's not even Greg Taylor. It's Nathan Redmond. Lemina. Armstrong. Round now to Greg Taylor, who's going to go out wide now to Redmond. Nice little cheeky ball in there for Danny Ings once again. But this time, David De Gea was alert and ready to save that one. It was a comfortable save for the keeper. Ball down now to Jesse Lingard coming forward. Ball into the middle. Let's go, Stevens. Play it through, son. Nicely done. Play it through now. Go on, Lautaro Martinez. Let's go, son. Referee's caught him there. He's through on goal. It's got to be a red for Lindelof. It's got to be. Got to be a red card there. He's through on goal. 1-on-1 with David De Gea. Nobody was stopping Lautaro Martinez there. And it's a straight red. So it should be. Regardless, the tackle wasn't a fairly dangerous one. It's more the fact he's through on goal and he catches the man. When you're 1-on-1 with a keeper, I understand why Lindelof has took him out there. He probably should, otherwise there's a chance that they're going to score from it. We may not score from it. If we have Ward-Prowse on, we may well score from it. But unfortunately, we haven't. And I don't think we've got another decent free kick taker on the pitch, really. So, it looks like Armstrong probably is the better free kick taker. I don't know whether he's going to score it though. We'll certainly try. We will certainly try. Armstrong over the wall, into the back of the net. Oh, big save there from David De Gea. I thought David De Gea wasn't going to move quick enough and Armstrong was going to score an absolutely unbelievable free kick there. Ball down now to Sidibé. That's a problem. We've got to get on Sidibé. Ball into the middle. Let's deal with it. Nicely done there, Yoshida. Here's Lemina. Armstrong. Up now to Danny Ings. Lautaro Martinez. Waiting for Danny Ings through the middle. There we go. Let's unleash Danny Ings. I'm not even going to be greedy here. Side foot over to Lemina, who's not going to get there. Oh, Danny Ings. That was the worst ball you possibly could have put to Mario Lemina there. Here's Lemina. Danny Ings playing it straight through now. Going to lose the ball there to O'Connor. I was looking for Josh Sims on the overlap. But the referee is going to blow for half time. You can hear some boos around the stadium at Old Trafford. They're certainly not going to be happy with their team going in 1-1. They could potentially be 1-0 down. We've definitely been the better team. First 10-15 minutes, United really had their heads screwed on. They were passing well. A few players being a little bit greedy, which kind of I read and understood that take the ball off them, we'll get a bit of a counter-attack going. That's not the case anymore. Those players certainly aren't being that greedy anymore. So we're going to have to be very, very careful. I think I'm happy to go back into the second half of exactly the same team. We've got Lautaro Martinez kicking us off in the second half. Go on, Ings. Hold it up, Lautaro Martinez. Go out wide now to Redmond. Now going to have Taylor on the overlap. Taylor coming forwards now. Go on, Taylor. Go on, son. Keep going. Let's cut it back. Right, she's on Taylor. Likes that whip ball in now for Danny Ings again. Josh Sims to follow up. Oh, he's put it wide. Lautaro coming forwards. Got no options here. Let's play it around now to Redmond. Redmond, nice little thinking now towards Josh Sims at the back post. Cleared away. It's Melee to Mario Lemina, who's going to take it on the volley. Oh, it's off the crossbar. Redmond to head. No, it's not going to happen. It's Armstrong, but a space. Armstrong lets fly. What a strike from Stuart Armstrong. What a strike. Wow. What a powerhouse strike. David De Gea nearly beaten there. Matic marking up. Danny Ings is all over that one. It's been an out for Lemina. Is Dusan Tadic holding it up, going through now to Mario Lemina. Lemina throw and goal. Lemina, it's 2-1! That's the goal we needed. And it's Dusan Tadic to pick up the assist. Well held there by Dusan Tadic. Well held indeed. Waited for Mario Lemina to run past him. Look at this, shouldering the ball. Ball in behind. Mario Lemina takes a touch and swerves it. It wasn't far from it in the post, but he tucks it into the far side netting. And what a beautiful goal. In fact, it comes off David De Gea's hand. From that replay there, I definitely think it took a deflection. Here's Melee. Going back now to Obafemi. Obafemi going to slide Danny Ings in behind here. And then going to have Redmond towards the back post. Redmond coming in. Dinky back in Redmond for Dusan Tadic. It's cleared away. Chase that down, Lemina. Chase it down. Here's Obafemi. Danny Ings. Through the middle now to Classy. Laid off back to Danny Ings. Big strike there. And David De Gea with a big palm away. It's out for a corner. Play it down now, Redmond. Dusan Tadic. Through to Ings. Going to go back now looking for Dusan Tadic. Harry Maguire's all over. It comes back to Dusan Tadic. Referee! Not another red, surely. Going for the back pocket. It's the back pocket. Harry Maguire sent off 2 red cards for Lindelof and Harry Maguire. I mean, the mistake come from the pass that was straight into the feet of Dusan Tadic, one-on-one with the keeper. Harry Maguire cripples him. Dusan Tadic standing over this one. Dusan Tadic, I mean, his free kick, yeah, it's not too bad. Let's see what we can do with Dusan Tadic. Can he put this in the back of the net to secure us this win? Dusan Tadic, over the wall, into the back of the net, it's off Pogba, and out for the corner. Here's Stevens, Obafemi. Laid off to Melee. Got Redmond right at the back post. Redmond first time on the volley. It's over the bar. With only a minute to go, surely we win this header and it's going to be over. Yoshida wins it. We're going to lose the ball there to Matic. Here's Lingard. And as it's played to Matic, we've gone to Old Trafford and we're bringing the 3 points back to Southampton. Boo! The Manchester United fans are booing the players. Jesse Lingard, you were greedy on the day, son. Pogba, you were greedy. Lindelof, Maguire, you let down your team big time. Maguire should have got to that ball, but he doesn't. Danny Ings does. But oh my. Another game against one of the top 6 best Premier League teams. And we've done them over, and we've done it in style. United having 4 shots, 3 on target. We had 13 shots, 6 of them being on target. Mario Lemina picks up 9.1. And man of the match, fully deserved. He was absolutely fabulous. Had some unbelievable shots in that game. And once again, we start the episode off absolutely unbelievable. Let's just hope for these next 2 simulated games we can get another 2 wins and then go on to face Liverpool for the final game in today's episode. Well, it seems like we've got a little bit of game congestion. I think it comes from the game against Chelsea that we played in the FA Cup quarter-finals, because for me, we played Chelsea and I couldn't get the team that I wanted to face off against Manchester United. We've now played United and we're coming up against Brighton. I can't get to play the team that I want. And I think it is just because the games are so tight together. We just played that game against Man United midweek. We're now playing on the Saturday, only a few days later. So again, we've had to rotate the team up a little bit, but I'm glad that we're getting Dusan Tadic in there, Ward-Prowse, Højbjerg back into the midfield, El Yunusi, Genepo. I'm feeling good about this. I'm just hoping the EA gods are going to give us a break, because if we lose or draw this, I honestly think in today's episode it could be very close. Manchester City are breathing down on X. There's only 4 points between it. We're pretty far away from Liverpool right now, 7 points, so we need Liverpool to start dropping some points. There's only 38 games in the Premier League, 8 games to go. Spurs are obviously dropping points because Liverpool have certainly closed the gap, and they've played 31 games, because if we play our next game and go up to 59, putting us only 9 points behind Spurs, well, that once upon a time was 13 or 14 points. So we've certainly closed the gap a little bit. Liverpool just continue their winning ways, so until they start losing, we can't really do much. And as I say that, I spot that Van Dijk and Harry Kane on a billboard, because their next game is Liverpool versus Spurs. So one of them is definitely going to be dropping points, and that is good news for us. But the lineup we are putting out against Brighton is Dusan Tadic and Che Adams up top in the striker positions. El Yunusi, Højbjerg, Ward-Prowse and Jenepo in the midfield. Bertrand, Danso, Bednarek and Valery at the back, with Angus Gunn between the sticks. Sadly, Angus Gunn is still not fully fit. He's really struggling to come back to full fitness. He's playing game after game, but hopefully we'll get a little bit of a break after this Brighton game. But I think it's only maybe 4 days till we then play Watford, so realistically, he's not getting that much of a break in between. But let's go ahead and get these players warmed up. Come on, we're away from home, but we're away against Watford, so we really need the away rules to kind of go away. We're 10 minutes in and nothing has happened just yet. Valery picks up a yellow card. Danso, our centre-back, has just scored in the 17th minute. Valery then gets a second yellow and is sent off. That is ridiculous. In 11 minutes, he picks up a yellow and then a second yellow to get sent off. We're into the second half now. Jenepo makes it 2-0. Maybe the EA gods are going to be kind to us now, because we're 2-0 up. 15 minutes ago, Stevens picks up an injury. That's Stevens for Brighton and not Stevens for us, luckily enough. Gross picks up a goal for Brighton in the 88th minute. Luckily enough, we were already 2 ahead. Otherwise, we could have just suffered a draw there. We've travelled away. We've beaten Brighton 2-1. It was a simulated game away from home. Okay, there was some downfalls there of the fact, well, Valery, what was going on? Did you just, as such, see red? A yellow card in the 16th, a second yellow in the 27th. 11 minutes later, you go into a stupid tackle and pick up another yellow. It's ridiculous. We're now going to miss him in the next game against Watford. I can see down in the bottom right, Manchester United and Watford just drew 1-1. So clearly Watford are going to come at us here. They've just managed to get a point away from home at Old Trafford against Manchester United. So they're going to be on a bit of a high, but so should we. We just beat Brighton 2-1 away from home. Jenepo and Danso get on the score sheet. Great result. Another 3 points in the bag. Now we need to see what happened in the result with Liverpool versus Spurs. Right, well, we got a little bit lucky there. I thought there was only 4 days for the game against Brighton and the game against Watford. In fact, we had a full week off, which means our whole team is back to full fitness, which is great news for us. The other great news, but also could be bad news, is obviously Liverpool and Spurs played each other when we played Brighton. Spurs beat Liverpool 1-0, which in one sense is great because it closes the gap between us, which is now down to 4 points, which means with 7 games to go this season, we're in a great position to potentially overtake Liverpool and get into second position. But by Spurs beating Liverpool, it means they grew their gap a little bit more. We probably could have done with a draw. I probably would have preferred it if it would have went Liverpool's way. Not because I'm a Liverpool fan, more the fact to stop Spurs getting another bunch of 3 points, because right now Spurs are absolutely killing it. 12 points ahead of us. Okay, they're a game in hand. We can bring that down to 9 points. But it's still making it very difficult when Spurs continue to win. But the lineup we are putting out against Watford, we finally got our decent team back. It's fully fit. It's raring to go. Fully, we just beat Brighton in a simulated game. Can we now beat Watford? But they are coming off the back end of a 1-1 draw against United, so we'll have to wait and see. But we've got Lautaro Martinez linking up top with Che Adams in the striker positions. El Yunusi, Højbjerg, Ward-Prowse and Jenepo in the midfield. Bertrand, Vestergaard, Bednarek and Mailer at the back, with Angus Gunn between the sticks. Angus Gunn now gone up to an 80 overall keeper. I'm pretty sure when we started this season, he was maybe a 72, maybe a 73. So he's really had a nice growth potential there. Same with Lautaro Martinez coming in at, I think, a 79 or 80 now, sat at an 83 overall. So well done to him, but why not? He's scoring, he's making unbelievable runs, he's entertaining the fans, and that's exactly what we need, considering we're paying him 50k a week on loan from Inter Milan. But let's go ahead and get into this game against Watford. Wow, I don't understand there. Their recent results are a 3-2 loss to United, a 4-1 loss to City, and a 1-1 draw to Leicester City. It definitely popped up saying they drew 1-1 with Manchester United, so I'm not really sure what's happened there. But regardless, a loss, and a draw, maybe we will have the upper hand now and be able to do a job over Watford as the referee now blows his whistle to kick us off. We are fast approaching 15 minutes. We're 15 minutes past now. Nothing happened just yet. We've had no highlights. United just gone 1-0 up against Liverpool thanks to Mario Götze. Chelsea 1-0 up against Brighton. Ward-Prowse has just missed a penalty in the 35th minute. That's not good news. Gerard Deulofeu coming on for Danny Welbeck in the 46th minute. Come on, lads. We need to score here. With only 20 minutes to go, there's not many highlights at all other than substitutions. We're now in the last 5 minutes. Are we going to find a late goal? Lautaro Martinez, out of all the players I thought were going to score late on, it would be that man there. Lautaro Martinez scores in the 89th minute to bag us the 3 points. Well, this puts all the pressure back on me. First of all, it looks like United did beat Liverpool 1-0, so Liverpool dropping more points, meaning we should only be 1 point behind them now. Putting all the pressure on this final game, because we're facing off against Liverpool. So if we beat them, we'll go 2 points clear. Thank you, Lautaro Martinez. And I think that may well have put him into the top 6 Premier League scorers right now. Whether he's going to catch Harry Kane, I've seen there that Spurs are yet to play. But he's got a chance. I think it's either his 11th or 12th goal and should put him potentially into the top 6 Premier League scorers. So finally, we get to play at home. We get to play at the St Mary's Stadium. We've played 3 games in today's episode, every single one of them being away from home. And I really couldn't ask for a better game to be playing in front of the home fans. It's Liverpool who currently sit in 2nd position. We've both played 32 games. There's 1 point in it. Liverpool beat us. They go 4 points clear. We beat Liverpool and we move into 2nd, 2 points clear on Liverpool, who will then move down to 3rd position, which is absolutely unbelievable. Honestly, this is going to be massive for us, and in front of the home fans, this is going to be an absolutely incredible game. Lautaro Martinez is now sat in 5th position. He's 1 goal behind Kevin Volland and Jamie Vardy, who are currently joint 3rd. He is 4 behind Mo Salah, currently sat in 2nd on 16, and he's 5 behind Harry Kane. I think he's got great potential here to potentially get into the top 3. I think he may well beat Jamie Vardy and Kevin Volland to that 3rd position spot. Whether he's going to catch Mo Salah and Harry Kane, they're having a race between themselves for the Golden Boot, so it's going to be a very difficult one between them. But if Lautaro Martinez does score against Liverpool, he's certainly going to put himself into a strong position to finish in that top 3 top goal scorers in the Premier League. We also have great news that Romeo, who was out for a very long time, although we're into April now, guys, Romeo is back. He's not fully fit and he's still got a plaster next to his name, but he will certainly make an appearance in the next episode. And at this point now, I've been recording for 45 minutes. I'm hoping that it's going smoothly. I'm hoping the recording's been nice and clear and crisp. There's been no problems with the audio, no problems with the gameplay. And if that's the case, then happy days. We've fixed the problem. But the lineup we are putting out against Liverpool, it's a little bit medium, to be honest. You can see that we've still got Lautaro Martinez, Genepo and Højbjerg who aren't fully fit. Angus Gunn, again, still not fully fit in that position. He got back fully fit, and now we're having a bit of game congestion where we're playing very tight games with only a couple of days in between rest. But we're going with Lautaro Martinez up top with Danny Ings in the striker position. Redmond, Højbjerg, Lamina and Genepo in the midfield. Taylor, Danso, Stevens and Valerie at the back with Angus Gunn. Jan Valerie now up to a 75 overall rating. He has grown very well this season and potentially, I mean, realistically, the best player I think we've had so far is probably Lautaro Martinez, but he's only on loan, so I'd say best signing is Lautaro Martinez. But best player and favourite player to play with that is already a current and still a current Southampton player, it's got to be Jan Valerie. He's been absolutely incredible at right back, and honestly, I think he's got a bright future ahead of him. But let's get into this game against Liverpool. We're at the St Mary's Stadium. We got Liverpool coming down to Southampton. It's going to be a difficult one. So Liverpool are going to look to bounce back after that horrible loss to Spurs. They're probably going to come out very aggressive. We've got the front 3 of Mane, Bobby, and also Salah. And Salah being second, looking to potentially knock Harry Kane off the top position with 17 goals right now. If he scores a couple against us, well, we're really going to struggle to fight back. Well, Manchester United, part of today's episode, And Liverpool are going to be a challenge at the end of today's episode. So we started on a difficult one. We're also ending on a difficult one. Although saying that, I don't want to take anything away from Brighton and Watford, the two games in the middle that we simulated. Both played well. We got lucky against Watford scoring in the 89th minute. We pretty much done over Brighton. We were 2-0 up, okay. Gross scored in the 89th minute, but we were already doing so well. Liverpool top scoring team. They've scored 56. We're down in 4th position on, I do believe, 47. There is the man, the myth, the legend, Jurgen Klopp. He's come down to Southampton. He's brought his front three, Mane, Bobby and Salah, who are going to look to punish us. If I remember correctly, because you guys were commenting about it, I think we played Liverpool in the 2nd or 3rd episode of this series. And you said, Brad, this is what we want. It's realistic. I think we went 4-0 down to Liverpool. And if I'm correct, we battled back and managed to get... Well, we still lost, sadly, but it was 4-3. We scored 3 goals back. It was an incredible game. And I'm sure we're going to give you an incredible game up next as Lautaro Martinez gets us kicked off in this first half period. Let's get it underway. And let's hope Salah, Bobby and Mane can be kept quiet on the day. Here's Mario Lemina now. Play it up to Genepo. Going to take a touch, whip a nice ball into the middle now for Lautaro Martinez. Danny Ings is there. We're not going to celebrate. We're not going to celebrate. I'm trying to make sure he doesn't celebrate. I can't remember what it is, either RB and X or LB and X. But I'm not going to celebrate against his old club. Danny Ings, another header. And potentially our quickest goal scored there. Danny Ings is doing very well using his head. Great header once again. Take a bow, Danny Ings, and we are 1-0 up after just 3 minutes. And there goes Mario Lemina. We're back at now. Let's go. Lautaro Martinez. Beautiful ball through there to Lautaro Martinez, who's going to dance Lovren onto his left foot. Bends one. It's 2-0. Wow, wow, wow. Well, this is a different Saints team to when we played them at the start of the season. We were easily, by the 60th minute, 4-0 down. We're now not even into the second half, and we're 2-0 up. It's his 13th goal. That's what we needed. He wasn't fully fit. I was a bit worried about playing him, but we play him. He scores, and Klopp is going to have a serious word with this Liverpool team at half time. Here's Bobby Firmino coming forward. He's going to look up, put the ball into the middle. Let's deal with it. Milner's there. Big save there from Gunn. Mane's going to keep this ball alive. Play back now to Robertson. Robertson put the ball in. Gunn was there. But Salah was ahead. Great goal from Mo Salah. We maybe just give him that goal to knock Harry Kane off his perch at the top. Great ball in there from Robertson. I'm not sure what on number 5. I do believe is that Bednarek? I think it is Bednarek. No idea what he's doing there, putting his hand up. He thinks obviously Mo Salah is offside. Angus Gunn makes himself as big as possible. It wasn't big enough to keep Salah out. And it's 2-1, and they found the goal. Play it in now to Redmond. Redmond going back to Højbjerg, edge of the box from Højbjerg. It's off the crossbar. Here's Genepo. Relax, lads. Ball in. Genepo. Lautaro Martinez was there. Come on, keep the pressure on. Referee's going to say there's nothing coming from that, which I think personally there was. It's 2-1. It's not the worst result to be going in with. We're beating Liverpool at half time here. We are going to make just the one change so far. We're going to take Genepo off and bring on Josh Sims to play that right mid position. We're going to give probably Lautaro Martinez and Højbjerg another run out for 15 minutes. Then look at replacing them with Dusan Tadic up top and either Armstrong and Classy coming on in the midfield. Maybe even Ward-Prowse. We've controlled the game well. Okay, Mo Salah managed to get his goal, which could be a problem in this second half if Klopp is going to send his men out and just say attack, attack, attack. But we played well. We didn't disappoint. And if we continue that in the second half, I think we may have this game in the bag. Rafinha playing it down now. Let's go, Valerie. Been out of position a few times. Don't let him put this ball in. Don't let him put the ball in. The ball's going to come in. Danso was there to have it covered. Here's Mane into Bobby, into Salah. What a save from Gunn, but it is offside. And a ball down to Lemina, into Redmond. Up now to Dusan Tadic. Dusan Tadic's going to look at maybe getting it on his left foot. Onto his left foot. Let's fly! Dusan Tadic scores! Unbelievable. Dusan Tadic snapping the planks on his knee. What a beast. Got it onto his stronger left foot. I kind of had a second thought. They do a pass to his shoot. Got it back onto his left. And smashed it. What a rocket to beat Alisson between the sticks. Boom. He's got Rafina. He's got Dummer. He's got Lovren on him. And still manages to get his shot off. We are 3-1 up. And surely put this game to bed. And should secure those 3 important points. Here's Dusan Tadic. And as Dusan Tadic drops the ball down to control it, we've beaten Liverpool. Well, the first game against Liverpool at the start of the season, we went 4-0 down, Mo Salah getting a hat-trick. And then we managed to pull it back to 4-3, but unfortunately still suffered a loss. This time round, we upped our game. Liverpool having 5 shots, 4 on target, 1 in the back of the net. We had 8 shots, 6 on target, 3 of them being in the back of the net. Musa Genepo picks up a man of the match with an 8.5 rating. We beat Liverpool 3-1. We bagged the 3 points. We move up to second position. And we're 2 points clear on Liverpool. Now it's time to chase down Spurs, get back to the Central, and see if it is possible for us to still catch Spurs and potentially finish top of the Premier League. Right guys, and here we are back at the Central for the final time in today's episode, and coming back to the Central has shown me that we're going to finish on many highs at the end of today's episode. Number 1, we knocked Liverpool down to 3rd position. We're now 2 points clear and we've moved into 2nd position. What an achievement. Number 2, Spurs just drew their 33rd game against Brighton 1-1, leaving us only 7 points behind them. Now there's 5 games left in the Premier League. 5 times 3 is 15. Obviously, there's 3 points for every game that you win. There's 15 points up for grabs here. We could potentially finish on the highest points earned of 80. That's the highest we can get to. But 7 points behind Spurs, if they were to lose 2 games and draw a game in their last 5, and we were to win those 2 games that they lost and win the one that they draw, we would be ahead of them. So it's not impossible right now for us to catch Spurs. But if I'm being realistic, 5 games to go. Out of those 5, they need to lose 2 and draw 1 or lose another one. So they need to lose pretty much more than half of the remaining games. That is probably not going to happen. So realistically, are we going to be able to win the Premier League? There's still a slight chance. It's not impossible, but it's looking a bit of a fair shot off, if I'm completely honest. I'm going to be realistic here, ladies and gentlemen. I've come in as manager, MassiveBrad, and we've took the Saints to the almighty Saints. We are absolutely smashing it in the Premier League. A little bit upsetting that we didn't get too much or too far in the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. Yes, we got to a quarterfinals. Yes, we got to a semi-finals, but we didn't reach the finals. Hopeful we would have done that with Southampton. Unfortunately, this season, it just wasn't meant to be. If we were to do a second season, I'm sure we'd absolutely smash it and bring in some great players to help us in those competitions and also in European football. We're 4 points clear on 4th position, Manchester City. So we're in a great position here, guys, to potentially finish in a spot for Champions League football next season. But that is going to do it for today's episode, guys. And hopefully this episode has been crisp, clear, smooth. The gameplay's looked amazing. The audio's been amazing. If you did hear any static or problems, please let me know down below in the comment section and leave the time as well. So if 12 minutes 32, put 12, then the double dot 32. Brad, I heard a crackle here. Let me know if you guys have had any problems throughout today's video. I will also try and look out for it when I also edit. But that is going to be today's episode, guys. And if you have enjoyed it, please do give it a big thumbs up for me. Don't forget to drop your comments down below if you're new around here. Click that subscribe button. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and family. And I've been MassiveBrad. Peace out.